This is Nunu and Willump, the boy and his Yeti. After Nunu discovered that the fearsome monster of legend was just waiting for a good snowball fight, he and Willump became the best of friends. And also Warden-style junglers who excel at roaming from lane to lane, securing objectives, and protecting their fellow adventurers.
Every adventure is better with a friend!
Welcome to the Nunu and Willump Champion Spotlight. Nunu and Willump's passive is Call of the Freljord. Damaging enemy champions, large monsters, or structures gets Willump and a nearby ally's blood boiling, increasing their attack and movement speed for a few seconds. Call of the Freljord prioritizes the ally with the highest attack speed. While buffed, Nunu and Willump's basic attacks cleave the immediate area.
Put some claw into it, Willump!
Nunu and Willump's Q is Consume. Willump takes a bite out of an enemy, dealing true damage to minions and monsters and healing himself in the process. He can also chew on enemy champions to deal magic damage. The heal is significantly increased when Nunu and Willump are low on health. Consume can be used for extra damage in a fight, or as a way to bait enemies when you're low on health. But using Q to steal Baron or Dragon is a sure way to tilt the enemy team off the face of Runeterra. Nunu and Willump's W is biggest snowball ever.
I just realized, snowballs don't have brakes!
Willump starts rolling a snowball that grows in size and speed. Crashing the snowball into a wall, enemy champion, or large monster damages and knocks up nearby enemies. The damage and duration of the knockup increases with the size of the snowball up to a cap. Reactivating the ability releases the snowball in a straight line. Once you've mastered the turning mechanic, try rolling in the backcountry to access remote wildlife and surprise gank routes for bringing the avalanche to your enemies.
Nunu and Willump to the rescue!
While Nunu and Willump work best when built as a tank, there's always the option to enhance your W with increased movement speed and the Predator rune for an AP burst attack that's just abominable. Nunu and Willump's E is Snowball Barrage. Nunu rapidly flings up to 3 bursts of 3 snowballs each for a few seconds, damaging enemies and marking champions and monsters as snowbound. When Snowball Barrage ends, all snowbound enemies near Nunu and Willump are rooted. Enemies hit by all 3 snowballs in a burst are slowed, but this can only happen once to each enemy during the Snowball Barrage. Your E has a small area of effect and can splash to enemies if they're huddled up. Try to snowball an allied lane with early ganks. If your foe denies the Yeti hug, keep them close with a Frosty Flurry from your Snowball Barrage instead, sticking around long enough to snow them in for good. Remember, cool guys don't look at assists. Nunu and Willump's ultimate is Absolute Zero. Nunu and Willump sap the heat from the area around them, gaining a shield and increasingly slowing enemies as they channel, massively damaging those still in the area when it ends. Absolute Zero can be cancelled early, but the slow and damage is increased the longer you channel. Keep enemies on ice by comboing your ult with Snowball Barrage. After some quick hits to marked enemies snowbound, switch to channeling Absolute Zero while your E is taken down to ensure they're rooted in place for the big freeze. Your W is great for ganking a lane and moving through the jungle, but it's also essential for clearing camps. Because the snowball lets Nunu and Willump take down multiple monsters quickly, they can take routes that would be tricky for other junglers, like going from red to raptors to wolves. When you're ready to start the snow day, get rolling with the biggest snowball ever. Once you crash into a fight, unleash your icy artillery and lock down snowbound enemies with Snowball Barrage. When you need opponents to chill out, activate Absolute Zero to make them think twice about bringing a knife to a Yeti fight.
Oh, one too many snowballs.
Look for adventure around every corner. Nunu and Willump are especially good at soloing Dragon and then roaming through the river and jungle. Just remember that while your W is the biggest snowball ever, it still takes time to roll, meaning smart enemies will simply step to the side and dodge it. However, continuing in the same direction increases the sharpness of the turn. Keep going and you can pull off some multi-track snowdrifting.
Do your battle cry, Willump! No! Not that one!
Rolling the biggest snowball ever prevents slows, but there is no way you're getting out once hard crowd control anchors you in place. Oh, maybe you can. Wait, what are you doing? Why, Nunu? Why? Thanks for tuning in to the Nunu and Willump Champion Spotlight.
Like and share if you enjoy the video and think others might benefit from this. And of course, subscribe and hit the notification button if you are new to the channel and want to be notified every time I post a video.